So we're here at a site where there was a recent tornado. I've never witnessed a tornado in my life, personally. This happened in a town called Pike Town. This gives you an idea of the damage. Now, I did talk with one of the residents that lives in that house up there on the road. She didn't want to go on camera, but I was talking to her at her house, and she was here. She believes that she didn't have any warning as far as the tornado coming, as far as any news company giving her any kind of warning. But she was experienced with a tornado in the past, and she heard like a freight train and quickly shut the door, got in her house, got secure, and then she said lights went out just like that. So she literally had maybe 5 minutes, she said, before this whole thing hit.
Raining.
Okay.
It started raining, and I was like, "Mom, I'm getting something to eat a little bit. And I'm going to bed because it's raining." Right? It started pouring, and Mom's sitting in there. She got up. She came back. Started trying to flash in my face. I said, "What the hell are you doing?" And she said, "Well, get up." I said, "For what?" She said, "Something fell." I came out. I looked, and there's the tree. That's all.
Okay. So you didn't hear, did you hear like a noise like a freight train like they always say? Oh, you did.
Yeah. She did.
Was that the day that we saw hail down there? Did you have hail too?
No.
Oh, no hail.
We didn't have no hail. All wood. It went up the mountain like
Wind and rain.
20 minutes. You know what? Got a good video. They had it on the news. That was Dave's. Dave wants his house up there.
Top of the mountain.
Hey, Bill. How you doing? Charlie. Hi. I wanted to do an interview and tell me what you know about the storm. Like, did you get any warning?
Make a book on it.
Yeah. Did you get any warning or anything? Because I don't remember hearing any warning.
No, I didn't hear any warning. I was just getting ready for bed, and I was laying down in bed, and I have an air thing that I breathe with, you know.
Okay.
And I turned that on, and I laid down, and all of a sudden I heard the wind blowing, and it just sounded like a freight train. I'll tell you, oh my God.
Like the classic, what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it was so loud. And then I must have fell asleep right away because he came over and knocked on the door and the window and everything, and I didn't hear a thing. So I must have fell asleep right away. And then I don't know what time I woke up. And when I got up, everybody was saying, "Did you see your front yard?" And I didn't even know this happened, you know.
Yeah. So did you have any damage to your house at all?
Yeah.
Shingles? And
Yeah, on top.
No, not the shingle. The
Roof went up there.
metal blew off up here, and then I had my flagpole. It bent right in half, and by luck, it went out. If it would have came in, it would have it would have went right through the front window.
Wow.
Because it was about 10 feet tall.
Did they give you an estimate on what the mile per hour was for the winds?
100 mile an hour? They said.
100.
Yeah, they said over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. Why? They said it was a Category 1 tornado. That's what they said it was. So everybody was saying. I mean, they kept saying at the beginning that it was just a windstorm, you know.
Yeah,
and then
front line or whatever that. Side winds or.
Yeah. I called radio station or TV stations. I tried to get them to come out and cover it, 21 and Fox, and they never came out, you know. And when I got up in the morning, there was PP&L trucks from here clear down to the corner.
Oh.
Because all my trees landed out on the road. The limbs, the big limbs and everything. See these?
Oh, telephone poles.
See my telephone pole broke off.
Yeah.
Down,
Yeah.
down the bottom, they had-
So, does a homeowner ever have to have any responsibility for anything like that damages something? I'm curious.
No, the only thing, see, the pole is covered by PP&L
Okay.
to there, you know. My lines are all underground,
Oh.
so I had nothing there. No, the only, and my insurance guy was here just a while ago, and he said, if any of these trees would have hit the house, they would have been covered. But since they're just landed in the yard, they're not covered.
Huh.
But yeah,
Yeah, those insurance people.
yeah,
Like, if your house burns down and there's one wall standing, you know,
Yeah.
we won't pay for that. Yeah.
yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay?
Well,
And
that's
they
an
said if there-
exaggeration, but
they
I've
said
heard
if there's
stories
any
like that.
trees, you know, like leaning toward your house or something, they won't cover that because I have one down there. I want to get cut down because it's leaning up this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it could eventually just fall on your house.
Well, we think what happened, it started right, my nephew lives the second house down there. And it started right behind his house and just came up across. And then I don't know how it came this way too, you know, and I don't know if it met right here, you know, the two winds, you know, but
Oh, yeah.
see, they have a shed up on top of the hill up there. It flipped that shed, and I got trees up on top of the hill that blew down too. So, I mean, it came right over it was blowing the garage towards the road. So I know it was coming right this way.
And have you ever experienced a tornado around here ever before?
Not no tornado, but
Wind.
But wind.
Windstorm.
Long ago, we had a windstorm. I had a place up here on top of the hill. There was about 3 trees that blew out. You could have put a dump truck in the hole. That's how big the hole was.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I ever remember hearing about is Campbelltown. Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was the only one I ever remember.
Well, the guy I was talking to on the
Campbelltown in Hershey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
phone, the guy I was talking to on the phone
York.
right now, he was on Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, and they just had a tornado go through out there, you know. And I was talking to him. His neighbor got hit and everything. But yeah, no, this is the first time we ever had a tornado come through this area, you know. I mean, it's kind of surprising that it got hit.
And I don't know much about Piketown. When was Piketown? Is it considered a town, obviously? And how old is it? Like, when did it start? And
Well, down there used to be a log house, and that's where I grew up. And It was an old hotel at the time. And I forget what my sister was saying about what year it was. See, I have paper in here where my dad came across on a steamship.
Oh.
And then he grew up here in Pike Town. He was a plumber all his life. And our house down there was the first one to have plumbing in it.
Wow.
In Pike Town here. It was an old log house. We used to tell the kids at school we used to wake up and shake snow off our blankets. Just as a joke, you know, because you could almost see out through the logs, you know.
Yeah.
It was that old.
Wow.
But there was even a guy killed in the living room. Or I guess it was at the bar when that was a hotel down there. My dad told me about it. He said the blood stain was still on the floor there in the living room.
Wow.
Where in that house. Yeah,
And where's the center of Piketown considered?
probably right close to here because it's actually it's only a mile. They said, and it starts down. If you go down the road here and go past the park, and then you'll have a straight stretch. You go out to, there's a farm there. You'll see a sign there that says, "Welcome to Pike Town."
Oh, okay.
And that's where it starts.
Okay.
And then it goes over the mountain. If you go around the church and go about halfway down the mountain there's a sign there that says, "Welcome to Pike Town." So actually, this is probably about the center of it right here.
Okay.
Really.
But you don't have a mayor or anything like that?
No.
It's just all a name.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the youngest of 15 kids, and we all grew up here in Pike Town.
Huh.
And then my dad owned a lot of property here, 30-some acres, and he was giving each kid land. One, and I got 2.5 acres here, and my brother lived right straight across here, and then my other brother lived down the next place. This was all relations here.
Huh.
Yeah.
And so with this latest storm here, where do you think the most of the damage is located at this point?
At this point, I think it's their backyard down here and my front yard.
And docks.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's.
And Dave's.
I was talking to people up at church, and they said they think that I got the most damage of any of them. With
They've
all
got
the trees.
damage.
Yeah,
Smashed the shed.
yeah,
And it was a bad combination because you had a lot of rain too.
yeah.
So the ground was moist.
They
And,
said-
5 inches.
Yeah, they said we got 5 inches.
and
of
then you
rain,
got the
right?
wind and then boom.
Yeah,
We got the rain first and then the wind.
Yeah.
Dave set up for a man up top of the mountain. It smashed the rain in half. 3-4 big through it. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
yeah. That's the only thing they had on TV. They had a picture of that and some of the mountain where the trees, but they never even took a picture of my front yard the way it is. For
Yeah,
TV.
well now you got it.
Huh?
Well, now you'll have one
Yeah.
on the internet. But yeah, the lady up there said the same thing as far as like she didn't have a warning either. She literally was standing on her porch and heard a freight train and went inside and then boom, 5 minutes later the lights went out.
Yeah, no, it made a big crash, and then the lights went out and everything. I had my TV on in the bedroom, and but I think right after that happened, I must have fell asleep because I don't remember anything. I don't remember him beating on the window. He said he come over to the bedroom window and beat on it and everything, and I didn't hear a thing.
Well, I'm glad everyone's okay.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying. I mean, the way the wind came across here, it could have took my roof off.
Yeah, then that would have
I
been
mean,
ugly.
it was luck.
It took our house.
Yeah.
And there's a picture right over our wall, and we hit my mom in the head with it.
Yeah.
Look how fast-